BLK Crypto Services is here to help you navigate through this tough bull market. I have seen it. Don't be that guy that loses money during a bull market. What do you get with the free tier? Free tier, you get open chat discussions, top 5 token updates, breaking news in crypto, stock picks channels, and news channels access as well. Members only get a little bit of everything from the free tier plus a few little things from the premium tier. You get daily top 10 token updates, weekly chart analysis, token requests, and 10% off BLK merch. All access premium channels. You get the members only free tier plus more. You get daily trading and scalping targets. You get to see what I'm trading, what Crypto Lion is trading, the hottest, latest meme coins. We have giveaways, daily technical analysis, and 20% off of merch. So come join us. Don't be scared. Look at in the link below to join the Discord. We'll get the other stuff pretty quickly. And Bitcoin dominance, we're taking a look at that. The one thing this is going to be a quick one thing I want you to keep an eye on for Bitcoin dominance. This is the BTCD chart on TradingView. Is that if you're using Market Cipher, then the money flow, we're going to get rid of the CBD. CBD doesn't really help for this type of chart, or the OI. Go away. Right. So the thing you want to keep an eye on. So we did get a bounce, and let's zoom in on that. Actually, we're going to go back to that point. Let's see on the daily. Let's try to mark out where we have bounced at. So far, we use this as the bottom. Actually, we're going to use, okay, it's the old all-time high. Okay, so if we use old all-time high and current bounce, where we bounce from, let's go weekly real quick. Okay, if we go from that old high to this old low from the beginning of as you can see, Bitcoin dominance started to run up at the bottom of the market. It's another signal that we're going to keep an eye on in the future over the next 4 years. Then we only went up to, let's flip this reverse here. We're using the 0 as the bottom since we're trying to find a move on the way up. We went to where did we go to? I'm not stuttering, I'm doing that on purpose. Where did we go to? Where exactly did we go to? I don't have these areas marked out in gold for a reason, for no reason. Okay, we went to the golden pocket. It doesn't matter what chart you're charting out. It can be oil, it can be gold, it can be Bitcoin, it can be Bitcoin dominance. This is not a token. This is trying to figure out how much Bitcoin is in the market and how much of it is moving the markets, right? And so we went to the 618. So what do we expect from the 618? We expect to pull down to the 618. So if we use this as the bottom, now we mark out this level is the new top. Okay, that's the new top. We flip it around. Okay, all you have to do is copy what I do, and you'll understand how I think. And when I post the charts and members, then you'll have an understanding of what I'm trying to get at. We use that as the bottom. That is the top. Right, we hit 61.6%, which a lot of people were looking for. Okay, we flip that, and now we can expect to go to 46%. That's what we're looking for. Okay, so while we're having a bounce here now, we'll go to the 4 hour. While we're having a bounce here now, during this time, we don't need Market Cipher at the moment. But during this time, let's take a look at Market Cipher real quick. So we got a continuation green dot. We had the same type of thing happen here last time, but then we broke down. We actually do have money flow curving up. We have higher lows happening on the momentum waves, the blue momentum waves, right? And then we're kind of breaking up. Okay, it's gonna get wonky and sideways up here. We could get another breakdown. So as we could break out again, right? This is on the 4 hour. We could continue up. So let's say this is a bottom. So we mark this out as a bottom. This is how you day trade from here. I'm giving you a free lesson. you take a lower time frame like the 4 hour. You should start at the 4 hour. You should start at the day, honestly, but if you start at the 4 hour, it's a great place to start. Okay, you mark out the 0 as the bottom, and then you pretty much zoom in, mark out the area, the range that you want to trade within, right? You say, all right, this is the top. Obviously, we want to hit a top if we're going long, and there is the bottom, right? Okay, now we identify that we have hit the 382 two times now. We had a higher low bounce, right? Started there, cluster there, broke out, came back down, retested. Again, you can identify what's the level. So now you say, oh, we got a higher low, so that's the new low, and this is the new high. What do we do? This isn't coincidence. This is the universe talking to you. Literally, the universe works off of Fibonacci sequences. Look it up. Just type in Fibonacci sequence science. Go crazy on YouTube, and you'll then have a better understanding of why these numbers continue to hit. Why you continue to see 618 hitting in charts even. It doesn't matter what we're doing. We hit the 618, we bounce again. So this is actually showing we're bullish. We hit 618 up here, and our little pullback that we had here, not necessarily a 618 move, is probably a 382 pullback from this bottom to this one is only a 38% pullback. It's showing bullish tendencies for Bitcoin dominance. So now we bounce from here, and our expectation from the 618 bounce is to at least break past this level, and then honestly our next level is right here. Now you figured out, oh wow, so the best it can do, or the worst it can do from here, yeah, we can still roll over from here. Anything's possible. But if you're sticking with the technicals and using this as the way that you're day trading, or you're marking out your trades, then you have a generalized idea of how of where these charts could possibly go. If we don't, and now you go into your rules, if we don't hit the 618 and we start curling over and these red candles start stacking up on the way down, right? Say we hit here and then we come back here and we start rolling over, right? Now you can say, all right, for that day on those 4 hour candles, there are, let's see, from 6:30 a.m. for normal stock market, 6:30 to 1:30, we have what, 7:30, 8:30, 9:30, 10:30, 11:30, 12:30, 1:30, 7 hours. Well, for the Bitcoin day, you have 4 6 hour periods, 6 4 hour periods, right? So we have 6 candles of 4 hours, right? So if we start getting multiple red candles on the way down after we top out before the 618, it's probably bearish implications. And the next thing you're going to look for is to stay above this level and to stay above this level. And that means we're going to be within a whole nother, we're going to be making this lower end a range. And in order for it to come back up, it's going to need to make a higher low from that level, or it's going to need to make a higher low from this level. Most of the time, if we're still bullish, which we are still in a bullish situation, with 618 higher, 618 lower, and we're bouncing up, aiming for the 618 to 786 box, as you can see there, we can expect a deviation lower to snipe out, in a typical chart, to snipe out some over anxious people who set their stop losses lower, snipe them out, and then we can start trending back up, right? Now we can start hitting the 618, so now we start hitting the 786s higher. But to take it a step back, if we hit the 786, from here, that's very, very bullish for Bitcoin, and that could signify why this is important. That could signify that Bitcoin is ready to go higher as well. And most importantly, that most altcoins, 9 out of 10 altcoins, will not keep up during that small period. So then we would have to hope, we get a 786 during this pullback, altcoins try to find themselves again, and then we end up going higher, like to slightly high. I don't think we'd break out again to past this 61.6, 61.7 again, but it's looking possible right now. We have to wait for this area to happen. We have to wait for this price action to happen. This could take, looking at the 4 hour candles, this could take a week, 2 weeks. But things are looking bullish for Bitcoin. Obviously, new all-time high today. But for me this week, I see that we do have a pullback. We hit this trend line at worst, and then we have a pullback. We can even have, because we got a bunch of series of higher lows, and a breakout from this level, and a breakout in a solid body candle within this bearish candle here, and we're trending up. We could get, my original idea was 113, somewhere up here before we get, a pullback to this level or this level here, 100K, really retest 100K. But for now, we're sticking to the technicals. We're waiting for a breakdown this week, and we're waiting for somewhat of a choppy sideways in this range here before we finally break out. And if we look at the fractal, right, we get this breakout here for the next 7 days. So I would say it'll take another 5 days for this to happen, and then another 5 days after that to fully break out. So that'll give us 10 days straight. It's December 15th right now, December 16th. By the time you see this video, we're talking about a Christmas Day miracle where we see maybe 100. I still have 123K on my bingo card for where we are going to top out here before New Year's, right? And then as you can see, we get a trend line. We get some consolidation action. All these flags are just consolidating. Right? Wash people up and down, wash shorts going up, wash longs going down, and then we accumulate. Once the market makers have accumulated enough volume, so we get this deviation low below the structure, and then we go for a little bit higher. We can see this going into New Year's. We can see this going into January 5th from what we're looking like right now. Just a generalized idea. We could go to 130. Let's say 123 to 133. Maybe we even see 150, and then we see a big pullback. This one was the high was 49K, and this low was back down to 38K. We could see we could go all the way back to 100K or whatever, or we could start. We could really start the wave. That could finish the first wave of 5 wave moves that we are making for Bitcoin, and we could pull back all the way to the beginning of wave 5, which could be 66K. It could be it could be right there 73K. We could get a move pretty close to those levels. You don't want to go any lower than 78.6. Well, you don't want to go any lower than 100% of where we started from. So worst case, we can go back to 67. That'd be crazy. But we're going to work on that at a later time, right? So let's get into, that was 12 minutes. Sorry about that. It did connect back to Bitcoin, which I wanted to happen. We'll go into ETH BTC now.